Have you ever had an argument or disagreement with someone and then walked away hashing and rehashing what you could have said or should have said? I'm Lawan, and welcome to Uncover Your Authenticity. Today, we're diving into the power of self reflection and how being truly authentic in the moment can save us from endless mental replays of what we could have said or done. I used to be the kind of person who got really defensive in arguments. I'd react, I'd argue, and I'd hold my ground. And then afterward, I'd find myself replaying the whole thing in my head, thinking about what I could have said differently. Years later, even after all my study of authenticity, I still found myself having this experience at times. My teacher, she used to say that if we are the truth of ourselves in the moment, if we're truly authentic, then we don't walk away having to process and reprocess everything. We feel complete with the interaction because we've spoken our truth right then and there. But when we're not authentic in the moment, we end up carrying that interaction with us. We replay it, we rethink it, and we wonder what we could have said or done. And that's where self-reflection comes in. It's our tool for closing that loop. It lets us look inward to find our own truth so that next time we can show up more congruently. And here's the thing, when we don't self-reflect, we end up handing all our power to external circumstances. We stay stuck in a loop of blame and defensiveness. But when we do self-reflect, it's like hitting a pause button and saying, wait, I have the ability to grow from this. I have the power to change my response. One thing I did learn was to pause and immediately reflect. The moment I turned away from that interaction, I would start asking myself questions. For example, let's say they said I was selfish. I'd ask, am I being selfish with them? Am I selfish with other people? How does my being selfish show up in other parts of my life? And what impact does selfishness have on my life and on my relationships? Even though I had studied and learned about authenticity, I realized I was still processing myself after the fact in these difficult situations. It took me a long time to actually embody the teachings, to let them descend from my head to my heart and become part of who I am. But I believe we're in a time of real urgency. Our survival on this planet as human beings may literally depend on becoming our true selves. We're being facilitated to evolve by leaps and bounds now because we don't have time to mess around anymore. The universe is actually speeding us up. So the next time you're in a tough conversation, remember this. Being authentic in the moment frees you from endless replays. And if you do find yourself replaying it, well, use that as a chance to reflect, grow, and step into your truth more fully next time. And remember, it's never too late to correct an inappropriate action or reaction. That's the power of self-reflection. It gives us the chance to pause, decipher our truth, and return to an interaction with more clarity and responsibility. Through that process, we gain the power to heal the harm we may have caused in moments of reactivity and restore connection where it may have been broken. I'd like to thank you for being here and taking a moment to reflect with me. If something in this resonated with you, feel free to like, leave a comment, or share your own experience below. And as always, keep uncovering your authenticity one moment at a time. See you next time.